value has to be tangible.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
They said it has to be, we have to have two positions, have not two positions. Is it her?
Yeah, no, no, no.
You might have guessed it's better to leave and work hours down there.
If they start
Graduates, you can go ahead and be seated. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the commencement exercise of the Northern Cambria High School class of 2025. In front of you all tonight are students that are a true class act and will not soon be forgotten. From excelling in the classroom, their extracurriculars, and in athletics, these students before you tonight exemplify what it means to be a student and getting to do what you love day in and day out. Please join us in celebrating the class of 2025 and the mark that they have left on this district over the course of their school careers. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the people who have helped make this evening possible. The Northern Cambria School District Board of Education, Mr. Alan Johnson, Superintendent of the Northern Cambria School District, Mrs. Lisa Prebish, Northern Cambria High School Principal, Mrs. Sheila Delonsky and Mrs. Diane Beerer, our secretaries at the high school, our colleagues, Mr. Dan Pajak, Dean of Students, Miss Melissa Mastrini, our guidance counselor, and Mrs. Alyssa Norman, my senior class co-advisor. Mr. Patrick Gully for setting up our ceremony tonight. Mr. Chris Barr, who's up in the booth. If you see him, make sure you thank him. He's doing our live stream for us tonight on YouTube for any family that can't make it. Mr. Fred Wenderhoff, you saw in the back, he created that graduate photo backdrop, so please, at the end of the ceremony, he took lots of time to fix that for this ceremony tonight, so grab some pictures in front of him. I'm sure he'd be happy to see that. And of course, our student helpers that created our programs and are here tonight handing those out. Zach Cavello, Sam Bodick, Zoe Anderson, Carly Serto, Reese Baker, Alyssa Yonner, Steph Kirsch, and Emily DePietro. I ask that you please silence or shut off your cell phones to limit any interruptions. Thank you all for coming tonight to honor and celebrate the class of 2025. Now leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance at this time is Madison Dowdy.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, friends, and family. Today is Friday, May 30th, 2025. Please stand for a moment of silence and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, NC.
At this time, Hannah Crow will lead us in singing our national anthem.
Join me if you feel so inclined. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Thank you, Hannah. At this time, Lydia Kirsch will now lead us in our opening prayer. Graduates, you guys can be seated. Dear God, as we gather here today to celebrate the conclusion of our high school journey, we first thank you, Lord, for blessing us during the past 12 years by surrounding us with friends, teachers, and guardians to teach us as well as the determination to succeed through the challenges we faced. Now we ask for you, Lord, to guide us through the next part of our journey by giving us strength and grace to pursue the path you have laid out for each and every one of us. Let us not forget the lessons we have learned in the past, and bless all of us graduates on the road ahead. Dear God, we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Lydia. To continue a tradition started by the class of 2023, Brad Boring and Zach Lockard will light our graduation remembrance candle.
Today, the class of 2025 continues with the tradition that reminds us of those who are not able to be here today. Often, at such wonderful celebrations or special occasions, our minds cannot help but wonder what the evening or event would be like if all our loved ones were able to attend. Today, we light the Northern Cambria Remembrance Candle. This candle will burn brightly throughout our celebration and future graduation ceremonies in remembrance of those who could not be here with us. This may be a classmate with whom we shared many great memories, a friend that left us too soon, a faculty or staff member that inspired us, or a special relative that helped shape us into the young men and women we are today. We also continue to place an empty chair representing all of those whose faces are missing from this celebration of our graduation. Parents, grandparents, other family members, teachers, coaches, and friends. As we prepare to recognize these important people by lighting this candle, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad and Zach. For our first speech of the evening, we have Dr. Kevin Krug, President of the Northern Cambria Board of Education.
On behalf of the school board, we want to welcome everybody here tonight for this great celebration for these future graduates. After having the honor of giving this graduation talk 4 previous times, it becomes very hard not to repeat what I have said before. But the things that I've said before, I feel are very important and are worth saying again. One of my former players suggested I should loosen y'all up with the jokes she tells, but I'm sure I butchered that punchline, so I'm just going to let that up to her. Most of us on this stage tonight have multiple diplomas under our belt, including myself. But none of these advanced degrees would be possible without first earning the one that you're about to receive tonight. Think about it. For most of you, it took 13 years to get here. It is an awesome achievement of fortitude, endurance, stamina, and if you were anything like me when I went to high school, a little parental persuasion. But the achievement can't be overstated. No matter what path you are about to take, like my nephew Brad in physical therapy, my niece Hannah for optometry, and one of our neighbors, Lydia, for art. Maybe the military or entering the workforce, it should not take anywhere near that length of time to complete your next degree or certification, or at least we hope not. Just a little quick story before. When I used to coach here, before each game, we would gather together as a team, and I said a prayer for my girls. It went something like this. Lord, take care of my girls as we take the field of battle. Make their gloves sticky, their arms accurate, their legs swift, and their bats mighty. But the next line is the most important. And help them to believe in themselves as much as I believed in them. Future alumni, as you go out into the world for your next chapter in life, don't forget, you have to believe in yourselves to accomplish your goals. Even when the chips are down, believe in yourselves and what you are doing. Then once you achieve your goals, bring them home to put them to use, because there's no place like home. Congratulations, graduates, on behalf of the school board of directors.
Thank you, Dr. Croak. At this time, I present Mrs. Lisa Prebish, Principal of Northern Cambria High School.
The president of the class of 2025 is Mason Davis. Mason is the son of Jess Kissick and Ron Davis of Northern Cambria. Mason's future plans are to attend IUP, majoring in music education. Please welcome Mason Davis.
Hello. There's a lot of people here. Dear friends, family, teachers, and staff. To many of the teachers that have taught me, I wish that I could tell you I started this speech when I was supposed to, but as many of you can guess, I waited until the last minute to do so. So here goes nothing. As many of you can imagine, I, along with many of my classmates here today, are feeling a bunch of different emotions this evening. Some of us are probably feeling happy, prideful, excited, sad, and much more. I'm personally still trying to take it all in, that this will be my last time as a Northern Cambria student. Cannot believe that one day, that the day of graduation is here. I remember being dismissed for recess and playing football in the grass like there was no tomorrow. Now, we are prepared to walk across the stage and out of the brick walls of the high school one very last time. Before my time here is over and I continue on with my speech, I have some people that I would like to thank. I would first like to thank my entire family, but mostly my parents, for giving me all the tools and love to allow me to follow all of my crazy ideas and dreams. The both of you have raised me to be the young lad that I am today, and I am truly blessed. I truly owe both of you the world, just as you have given it to me. I love you guys very much. I would also like to thank two of the best people that I could have ever asked for, Tegan and Kaylee Powell. You stayed up late on school nights to teach me stuff for the test that I would have in the morning, just so that I could be walking with you guys today. If it wasn't for the both of you, I would probably not be here. Both of you have shown me how to be a better person and always be myself no matter what. I'm the luckiest guy on the planet for having the privilege of growing up with you guys and being your best friend. I love you both very much, and I will forever cherish these years with you guys. I would also like to take this time to thank Mr. Montanaro for always putting up with me. He's a huge part of my high school experience and a huge part of the memories that I will carry for a lifetime. You've shown me how to push myself to be the best version of myself, with or without a drum roll. You taught me to be confident, show people what I had to offer, and to always put my best foot forward in whatever I'm doing. Thank you. Oh, not yet. Next, I would like to thank the man, the myth, the legend, Damian Farge Servan. the man behind the music that I create and the passion that I love to do. I'm also very blessed that I get to call you my best friend. You've truly helped to bring out the best in me, and for that I'm forever grateful to you. To Miss Baker and Miss Norman, I do believe that this is the hardest one to get through. I think that I can speak for the entire class when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You two have done everything for this class, inside of the building and outside. I apologize. The both of you have done many things to earn a spot in each of the hearts for the rest of our lives. You are always some of the first people that students run to when something is needed or when students are having a bad day and just need to talk it through. You both have truly been a huge highlight for me in my high school career, and I don't know where or what I would do without the both of you. Although we've had a good run, we must now say goodbye. Tonight we are not saying goodbye to the school, we are saying goodbye to the memories that we have made together. We are saying goodbye to the halls people would run down to be first in line for popcorn chicken bowls during lunch. We're saying goodbye to the random announcements by Luke Schutte. And we're saying goodbye to everything that we've done for the past 12 to 13 years. We will soon be stepping into a different path, and whatever you pursue, whether it be art, education, medicine, or playing music live on stage for big groups, dig in. I have faith that each and every one of my fellow classmates will do exceptional things. As we sit together one last time, I encourage you all to think back on memories that you have made with the ones closest to you. Think about all of your favorite memories you have made within the walls of the Northern Cambria High School. Each and every one of us made it here because we are the best class to ever graduate from this school. My heart is full, and again, I thank you guys for everything. We will forever be the class to shut it down, and I will forever lead black and gold. Thank you, go Colts.
Thank you, Mason. At this time, I now present Mr. Alan Johnson, Superintendent of Northern Cambria School District.
Thank you very much. Just one question, how do I follow that? I haven't gotten a chance to know most of you very well. The only one I feel like I've known my whole life is Mason, so Mason, it's been great. I'll miss you. I'll miss all of you. Mrs. Prebish, Dr. Krug, members of the Board of Directors, fellow administrators, distinguished faculty, honored guests, and students of the Northern Cambria High School graduating class of 2025. I'd like first of all to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this wonderful evening with you, and for providing me with a chance to share just one or two reflections with you on this special occasion. And I'll be very brief because you didn't come here to listen to me talk. You came to see these young men and women, as you should. I've had the honor of serving as a superintendent in a number of school districts, but I really only had the pleasure of being here at Northern Cambria for a very short time. And that's certainly my loss, because you truly are, and you may not know this, but let me tell you as somebody coming in from the outside, you are a remarkable group of students. And this is a remarkable school. And that's something that I was able to tell within a very few days of having arrived here. You have excelled athletically. You have excelled academically. And I mean, you've accrued more honors, titles, and championships than I have time to list. It seems as though that the Heritage Conference Championship in every sport resides here in Northern Cambria, as nearly as I can tell. And District 6 as well. And of all those honors, you have one more honor that will always belong only to you, only to the class of 2025. For you will be the last of many, many classes of seniors who have graduated from soon, and sadly be known as the old Northern Cambria High School. But you can exit with great pride, for you have achieved and accomplished much more than anyone could have had any right to expect, moving and packaging and preparing for a new building and closing down the existing building, and yet through all of that you've managed to maintain a spirit of academic, athletic, and just overall character excellence. And so I want to congratulate you and offer a sincere and profound thanks to the class of 2025. Your class is truly a case of having saved the best for last. Congratulations and best of luck in all that you endeavor to do in your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mrs. Prebish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lisa Prebish, principal of Northern Cambria High School, and I am beyond proud to speak to you tonight. When this graduating class first walked through our doors as wide-eyed freshmen, I was inspired by their energy and enthusiasm. I've watched them grow from uncertain newcomers to confident young adults ready to take over the world. Each of you have faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and transformed throughout these past 4 years. You have not only developed academically, you have also cultivated your character, friendships, and passions. The hallways of Northern Cambria High School have witnessed laughter, tears, triumphs, and sometimes even failures. The curse of second place comes to mind. But through it all, you've learned resilience, compassion, and the importance of supporting one another. These qualities will serve you well as you transition into the next chapter of your lives, whether that be further education, the workforce, or other pursuits. As I stand here today, I can't help but feel a sense of pride, cold pride to be exact. Pride not only in your achievements, but in the growth we have shared. Each interaction, each event, and every moment has shaped you and has shaped me. I am grateful for the lessons learned, the late nights, the spirited debates, and the celebrations of achievements, big and small. I want to show you some of the things that we have to be proud about. Class of 2025, please listen carefully. Stand up and remain standing if what I say pertains to you, and if you're already standing, raise your hand if it pertains to you again. Let me say that again just so you're all clear. If what I'm saying pertains to you, you're going to stand up. If you're already up, you're going to raise your hand. Raise your hand if you hear me. Okay, there we go. Get ready. If you have set a school record this year, please stand up. If you have won nationals at TSA for your Solar Sprint car, please stand up. If you are a county, district, or regional band winner, please stand up. If you attended Admiral Perry Vocational Technical School and used your masonry certification to help build our new school, please stand up. If you were a member of our winning Powering Pittsburgh Alternative Energy State Champion team, please stand up. Please stand up if you were selected to play in the Ken Lancey All-Star football game. If you are a class officer, please stand up. If you scored advanced or proficient on your NOCTI exams, and we had a lot of advanced, please stand up. If you or your team made it to states athletically, academically, or musically, please stand up. If you were a member of our state runner-up Kidwin team, please stand up. If you were awarded an academic scholarship this year, please stand up. If you were awarded an athletic award this year, please stand up. If you won a Heritage Conference title this year, please stand up. If you earned a certification from Admiral Perry Votech, please stand up. If you're a member of the National Honor Society or another school honor society, please stand up. If you've taken dual enrollment or advanced placement classes for college credit while attending high school, please stand up. If you're heading to a trade school, college, or internship program, please stand up. If you already have a job or have your own business, please stand up. If you have enlisted or plan on enlisting in the military, please stand up. If you're a member of our local volunteer fire department, please stand up. If you were a member of SAD, Student Council, PBIS, or any other organization that has helped others, please stand up. If you've made high honors or honor roll this year or during your 4 years of high school, please stand up. If you participated in our blood drives, please stand up. If you've ever been to my office to get a snack or a water bottle, please stand up. If you made yourself or a family member proud by making it to graduation today, please stand up. If you are not yet standing, please do so now because you have made me, your principal, incredibly proud today because I know how hard you worked to get here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these outstanding Northern Cambria High School students a huge round of applause. These students make me proud to be their principal every single day. This is how you're going to be seated. Watch this. If you have suffered the curse of being number 2 in any athletic or academic event this year, please be seated. By the way, you might be number 2 in the books, but you're number 1 in our hearts. This should cover the rest of you. If you've shared the Wi-Fi password with other students once you figured it out, please be seated. That should be most everyone, but if not, the rest of you can be seated too. And thank you for not being the person, Laura Miller. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 2025. When you hear people speak about Northern Cambria School District, I want you to remember this moment and these students. No one can deny that we have incredible students who are well on their way to great success in life. To the class of 2025, I want to thank you for the great pride that you have given me, and I want to leave you with some words of wisdom. Number 1, set goals and follow your passion. Do not let anyone stop you from following those goals. Let their negativity fuel you in your pursuit. Your lifelong pride that you gain will surpass any of their doubts. Number 2, be afraid and do it anyway. The best things in life come with some apprehension. Never let fear stop you in the pursuit of your dreams. Laugh. Life can be challenging. There will be ups and downs. Find laughter in those moments. Dance some. Sing some. Be silly sometimes. And remember that laughter truly is the best medicine. Number 4 and last. Be kind to others that you meet along the way. You never know the struggles that others are facing. I assure you this. You will never, ever regret being kind. In closing, I urge you to remain curious, to value kindness, and to seek out opportunities that scare you a little bit. Know that this is not goodbye, but rather a new beginning. Take the memories we've created together with you, learn from them, and continue to forge ahead. Congratulations to the class of 2025. As my 4th graduating class, we have grown and learned together. The world awaits your brilliance, and I can't wait to see how you shape it. I will forever be Colt proud. Always remember to make good choices. Thank you for allowing me to be your principal. It has been an honor. Thank you. I could only find the rest of it. There we go. Thank you. The valedictorian of the class of 2025 is Tegan Howa. Look, I said that correctly. Tegan is the daughter of Benjamin Howa and Nicole Kizik of Northern Cambria. Tegan's future plans are to attend Carnegie Mellon University and major in mathematics. Please welcome Tegan Howa.
I am so
opportunities that have led me to right now and will continue to guide me in the future. Thank you to Mrs. Prevish, Sheila, and Diane, and the school administration for making my high school career as rewarding as possible while prioritizing education and future goals. Also to Dr. Bosonic for her endless support and selfishness during her time as superintendent. Your commitment to students, schooling, and the band is not going unrecognized, and we're lucky to have had you. To all my teachers, firstly, an apology for all the late work and assignments, and also a thank you for accepting and being so considerate with said work. I could not have done it without you all who have encouraged me to aim high, and anything is possible if you're willing to work for it. Mrs. Norman and Mrs. Baker, you guys have not only have done so much for me, but also for the Cambridge student body as a whole. Your constant support and care has left such an impact on me that I could not imagine high school and myself without the nurturing years. I will miss you both dearly. To Mrs. Klein, thank you for getting me through one of the lowest moments of my life and being the light when everything was dark. Thank you to Mr. Farwell for the endless math knowledge over 3 years and 4 classes. The 4 people physics and calculus classes will be unforgettable. To Mrs. K, thank you for making a class such as chemistry tolerable and building my love for this subject in the most interesting and intelligent fashion. And to Mr. Montenero, thank you for being so much more than a teacher and a band director, but for being a lifelong mentor that was there through all the good and all the bad. Thank you to Kim and Jared, the Blue Goose, for the roller coaster we call work, accompanied by friendship and community bonds given to me. Much appreciated. Now to my family. Anything and everything I've done up to this point is all for you guys. I'm only up here today because of you all. To Jimmy, thank you for always being there and taking care of me, my sisters, and my mom. Dad, thank you for encouraging my dreams and aspirations, for showing up to all my games and track meets, and for being the best band dad ever, and for teaching me the life skills I have now. I love you. I've been so blessed to be raised by some of the strongest, most loving women around. Jessie, thank you for raising me to an independent, fearless woman I strive to be every day. Raising me and my sister along with 3 boys is now for the week. My God, I look up to you in every aspect and wish that someday I can be as cool and caring as you. And Trish, though the distance between us isn't something I necessarily enjoy, it doesn't stop me from loving you and everyone down in York any less. The way you put others first before you and your compassion is truly something I envy. To my beautiful mother, you are truly the strongest person I will ever know. From being breast cancer and still providing for 3 girls, you have sacrificed so much to watch how far we've come. I don't know of any other parent that would stay up to 11 o'clock at night to make cookies for a class I promised the next day, even if I did tell you last minute. I love you so much. To Mason and Taylor, you guys are the reasons I keep going and wake up each day with a heart full of gratitude and joy. I cannot even begin to picture what life would be notifying me to. And to the rest of my family, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for being my biggest inspiration and all your support. Lastly, I would like to congratulate and thank the guy who has kept me on my toes the entirety of high school, Ricky. You are exceptionally talented and hardworking, and I know whatever you do in life will be nothing short of great. Good job number 2, 4 years in the making. I know that was a bit long, but it was much needed for all these people. I can recall back to my first day of high school as a timid, scared freshman when I first entered the halls of Northern Cambria. I was terrified as others towered over me, and I was sweating profusely because there was no air conditioning. I was practically glued to my older sister's friendly side as they begged her to walk me to a locker, to which she replied, no, and walked away. I managed to find my locker in the second attempt and tried to walk on it, only to find out that it didn't work, and not only mine, but all the other ones in the rest of the school. I was frightened, slightly puzzled, and went to high school thinking it was spelled as 1 word, not 2. 4 years later, I love my sister more than ever. I learned how to spell high school, thank you, Mrs. Norman, but still scared for different reasons. The fact that I'm growing up and moving on to the next chapter of my life. Just a few months ago, we were screaming our heads off at a football game, thinking we had so much time left. A few months ago, I was in the locker room during halftime on my basketball game, down by 30, thinking how much I'm going to miss this despite total defeat that season. By the time I knew it, I was preparing to walk the stage, I just sat down to write a speech, decorated my hat, and took it all with my family one last time. I would be somewhat lying if I said high school was the best 4 years of my life, but as the last few weeks of it dwindled down, and the light in the classroom shined of nostalgia, and the hallways seemed to speak of memories once there, I could look back and appreciate it for what it was. Senior year was one of the most bittersweet, eye-opening, and exhausting, yet uplifting times of my high school experience. And as it goes, all's well that ends well. I feel as though I finally found my people, I found myself, in just this year alone after feeling so lost. And as much as I probably would not like to admit it, I've Make as many mistakes as you can and learn from them along the way. I am so incredibly proud of this class and everything we have achieved. Through unspoken and unknown family struggle and losses, through adversity and breaking points, but through triumphs and made history. This class is truly something special, not only to me, but many of our teachers, staff, and parents. It is uncertain when some of us will be after graduation, enter the workforce, the military, trade school, or college. But I am certain about one thing. This is the last time we will be together as a class and as classmates. Take a moment around you and savor every last bit, because your life will undoubtedly never be the same. To many of you, I am just a passive face in the hallway, or we haven't said a word to each other since 4th grade, or we recently became closer over the past years. We have been by my side since the beginning. To many of you, I am Taylor, not Tegan. Whatever I am to you, whatever name you call me, just know I'm rooting for you. I humbly wish you all a genuine success and happiness after graduation. I hope you find your purpose, I hope you fall in love, and I hope you learn to live. Class of 2025, honor has truly been mine. Congratulations to you all. Thank you and go Colts, and as my papa always says, hello, Mom.
The salutatorian of the class of 2025 is Richard Kirsch. Ricky is the son of Rick and Debbie Kirsch of Nicktown. Ricky's future plans are to attend St. Francis University with a major in chemistry for pre-medicine with a minor in mathematics. Please welcome Ricky Kirsch.
Thank you, Mrs. Prebish. That's a hard speech to talk there, Tegan, so thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, parents, strangers that don't know who I am or why you have to listen to me speak for the next 3 to 5 minutes of your life, it is sincerely an honor for all of you to show up here tonight to witness me graduating. To kickstart ideas for my speech, I did what most teenagers would do. I Googled, what is a salutatorian? According to the internet, a salutatorian is the student in a graduating class that gives the salutatory speech. The person who is just a few GPA points shy of valedictorian, and yes, the running joke of being the first loser. However, here tonight, none of us are losers. We are all about to move on to and explore a new chapter of our lives that are very different from anything we've ever done. Our class has been one of the greatest classes in the history of Northern Cambria, from tremendous artists to countless sports wins to the high standard of academics that is upheld within our school. We genuinely left our school better than how we found it almost 4 years ago, besides the fact of shutting down. As in the definition of salutatorian, my speech should salute and congratulate my fellow classmates. I salute the athletes that push their bodies to their limit at the random 8 a.m. summer practices. I salute the countless hours that the musicians put into perfecting their music. I salute the students that put forth their efforts to survive and navigate the difficulties within high school. I salute the artist's attention to every detail and emotional investment within their work. I salute the students that thrive to achieve an A, especially on every agonizing Mr. Farbaugh, Mrs. K, and Mrs. Toy test. I salute the students that excel in their technological trades, and I salute our real class of 25 hero, ChatGPT. But in all honesty, if I put myself back in the summer before starting freshman year, I can remember how I decided to join a small club, known as the football team. And to prepare myself for this, I decided to get a buzz cut. This was not my proudest moment. A buzz cut and coronavirus mask do not go well together. I had set myself up for failure. Although, the first day of school came, and a bunch of you did talk to me. I made lifelong connections with many of you, and I regret any of you that I didn't get to know as well as others. Because truly, every conversation that I have had with any of you shaped me into the person that I am today. As freshman year began to come to an end, and sophomore year came around, I think we can all say that we found our unique place in our small section of the world that we call Northern Cambria High School. Now that we are seniors and I look out at every one of you, I realize that each of you have your own unique high school experiences and stories, to which I have no jurisdiction over any of you. I'm not as funny as Luke Schutte. I'm not as handsome as Tyler Bradley.
I'm not even as smart as Tegan Powell. I can't eat as many school lunches as Brad Valeria, and I'm sure many of you here today have far more powerful experiences than what I have, and could give far more captivating advice. So I challenge the adults that are present, supporting my fellow graduates, to give one piece of advice that you wish you should have given, that you were given to you on your graduation night. To bring my speech to a conclusion, I want to thank God for my faith, my mom and dad for being my biggest supporters throughout my life. I love you. My family for being prominent figures, teachers for providing me with a prestigious education, Northern Cambria administration for providing unique opportunities to our student body, and all of you, fellow graduates, for being friendly people that I look forward to being with each and every day over the past 4 years. Thank you, class of 25. We are the class to shut it down. Thank you.
At this time, I invite Dr. Coop to join me at the podium. Dr. Krug, I certify to you that these 70 students before you have met all the requirements for graduation set forth by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Northern Cambria Board of Education.
Through the power vested in me by the Department of Education of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Directors of the Northern Cambria School District, I declare you graduated.
Students, at this time, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Will the first row please stand to receive your diplomas? Sarah Ann Abel. Brad Lee Boring. Darrell Duke Boring IV. Kira J. Boring. Maya Lynn Bradford. Tyler Bradley. Joseph John Byrne. Shane Matthew Charney. Mason Christopher Davis. Caleb Joseph Dolney. Madison Elizabeth Downey. Noelle Victoria Dow. Gabrielle Alyssa Dunn. Ty Allen Dunn. Simon Matthew Anglodi. Anthony Blaine Faldudo. Ryan James Fetzer. Nathan John Fry. Shane Brian Gisler. Sean Ryan Gisler. Erica May Hassan. Kayla Elizabeth Holtz. Connor James Hugel. Emma Lynn James. Belle Madison Janosco. Tucker Edwin Richard Kennedy. Lydia Marie Kirsch. Richard F. Kirsch. Hannah Emily Krug. Maya Reese Laverick. Ava Elizabeth Lieb. Augusta Marie Litzinger. Zachary Andrew Locker.
Tyler James Long. Megan Elizabeth Luber. Hannah Jo Malloy. Zoe Lynn Mandrick. Brenna Davy Lynn McCracken. Benjamin Edward Messina. Lauren Elizabeth Miller. Jesselyn J. Mowry. Samantha Ann Myers. Aiden Michael O'Brien. Bradley J. Offner. Riley Hope Olish. Taylor Lynn Palla. Tegan Marie Palla. Trey Jared Pershing. Megan M. Brisbane. Miyamoka Alejandra Sabo. Damian Michael Searle. Isabella Rose Sherry. Gage T. Shook. Lucas Joseph Schutte Jr.
That's my brother!
Delane Lewis Snow. Madison Marie Stafford. Addison Linda Toth. Wade Paul Ulichman. Brad Dominic Valeria Jr. Alyssa Rain Varner. Christian Michael Vineski. Drake Austin Weller. Connor J. Whited. Emily Marie Uhas. Congratulations again, graduates. We will now all join together in singing our school's alma mater. It is in your program, so you can help Luke Schutte out when he comes up here. You coming?
That's my brother!
I'm a little nervous. There's a lot of people. I can say anything I want right now. Hail to thee, O northern Cambria, we with reverence sing to thee. Of our love and our devotion, of our faith and loyalty, we will cherish thy protection. We will strive to win thee fame. We will thirst for thy affection. We will always love thy name.
I don't know all of that. Thank you, though, Luke. That was still impressive that you were willing to do that for us. At this time, Kayla Holtz will lead us in our closing prayer.
Here's
At this time, Hannah Crook and Damian Searle will join us on stage to perform So Long Goodbye as we get ready to close out our commencement ceremony. Hannah and Damian performed this at our baccalaureate, so this may sound familiar to those who were in attendance.
Hello, greetings.
Thank you, Hannah and Damien, for sharing your musical talents. Just adjust that. There we go. Okay, to close out, hello everybody. We didn't think it'd be quite fair to, I don't even know if I can give this, to be honest. So sorry. If there's any thing you can take away from this, is obviously that this class has done a lot for us. As advisors, to stand in front of all of you and cry, probably ugly cry, both things. We love you guys. I don't actually know, moving forward, how senior classes are going to look after you guys. You have a lot of talents and things, so I want to try to do this. Anyway, most of you probably know me as Miss Dillon. Am I correct? Yeah. Yes, I see you back there, Luke. I am Mrs. Baker, for those of you that don't know me, or otherwise known as Miss Dillon. I think that's what made this year extremely difficult. They're creatures of habit, so even for most of tonight, that is how I heard myself referenced, is Miss Dillon, Miss Dillon. Still not Mrs. Baker, but we're getting there. I don't blame you guys. You're creatures of habit doing that in 4 years. I've had the pleasure and honor of teaching and getting to know the class of 2025. They were my first actual group of students at Northern Cambria. I long-term subbed for a little bit, and then when they were freshmen, that's whenever they became basically my first real class of students. And I would say that I was more than lucky and more than blessed to get to say that. They weren't back and forth between long-term subs. They weren't around for any COVID restrictions or anything like that. So that was always good. Class of 2025 is always willing to lend a helping hand to one another regardless of the friends that they keep. I think that's one great thing about you guys is a lot of times your friends don't necessarily always matter. You know, if somebody needed help, you were there for them, regardless of that. And I think that stands a true testament to who you are today and who you're going to be as you enter adulthood. They always try to generally make the best of the situations in which they are in. That this is where I will cue our senior trip conversation. As I'm sure most of you have heard of, by this point we had a little bit of a less than ideal senior trip in many ways, but either way, again, I was so very fortunate to get to go with them. And I think I truly laughed more with this group of students in 2 days than I have in a really long time. Again, besides the bad things that happened, I think everybody still made the very best of that trip for sure, including myself, who I don't ride rides, so Cedar Point was a little bit of a not super looking forward to it, but between myself, Ben, Trey, Brad, Tyler, and Zach, all together we wanted nothing to do with rides for the whole day. And to add to that, it was pouring down rain all day. It was cold, it was windy, and we basically hung out in the arcade all day, which made that a little bit better. But the problem with that is we didn't even have a good lunch, right, Ben? Like chicken tenders and fries, and no. Can't even show a good lunchtime for that. So, in other words, they are resilient and they make the best of anything that's potentially bad. So, I think, again, that shows a lot for them. I've been fortunate to keep the same group of student council officers, so if you didn't notice them recognized earlier, Mason, Maddie, Tegan, and Belle, you guys have been absolutely tremendous in these years of high school, and you've contributed so much so that I actually had a student come to me asking to make our peak out even bigger for next year. So hopefully, Palas, if you're around, hopefully you're there for that. I know you guys were a huge part in that, getting that organized alongside many other activities and traditions that we're going to continue on from here with our student council. Your class even made it a point to stay at prom the whole time. And after chaperoning a lot of dances and planning homecoming, that doesn't happen very often. So you guys truly wanted to make the best, I think, of these last couple of weeks in high school, and you made that extremely obvious in moments like that. I stand here today among many that are so sad to see you all leave and know you aren't returning to Northern Cambria next year. But we're also so grateful for the time that we've gotten to know you and watch you grow as young men and women. Thank you for letting me be a small part in that, and I wish you all the best that life has to offer you from this moment forward. I'm sure many of you have had your share of accolades, which I know you have, and mentions of how special a class you are. but we truly mean it when we say it. We're not just saying that. I don't take lightly that I spent half of your last day of school last Friday crying over your leaving, and of course giving of your senior gifts, and hugging most of you as you had left school for the final day. Don't let the losses that many of you have endured define your life. Take those and become stronger, and don't ever forget all the little things in life that have made you guys all who you are today.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Norman. The class of 2025 will have a special place in my heart for a few reasons. Not only were they the class that started my tenure at Northern Cambria, but they have also been one of the kindest, most energetic, most involved classes that I have ever had the privilege of working with. Of course, they have had their ups and downs. No group of teenagers can go 1 year, let alone 4, without escaping friend drama. And their senior assassins debacle is definitely not something that should ever be repeated. But they more than made up for it with their willingness to help each other get their cars up the hill in the winter, their involvement in community service like blood drives, pool closet drives, pie in the face, fundraisers, their numerous athletic accomplishments in volleyball, football, basketball, baseball, and track, their incredible college acceptance rate into some pretty prestigious schools, I might add, and their attitudes on a senior trip that dealt them blow after blow, from bed bugs to rainouts to a 3-hour wait for a roller coaster. I wish I had time to say everything that I would like to say about all of you, because if I got the opportunity to teach you, I have something nice to say about you. But I don't want to keep people here all night. I have never been more certain in my belief that this graduating class will bring Northern Cambria nothing but pride. You have left your mark on this district and on this community, one that students and teachers will continue to feel year after year. It has been an honor to get to be your teacher and your advisor this year. You know where to find me if you need help with a college essay, if you need some life advice, or if you just want to share all the amazing things that you've accomplished since graduation. Every Friday as the bell rang, I told you to make good choices. Ricky even made a poster about it that I refused to hang up because he didn't color it. And today is Friday. Your final bell is ringing at NC. So good luck, class of 2025. Thank you for everything, and make good choices. Class of 2025, toss those caps. Go get your caps now.